Cancer. Welcome to your weekly reading. I hope you're doing well. Welcome back. I love you guys. Let's see what we got going for this week. Let's see what we got cooking in the kitchen. Good looking. Okay. What recipe we got out this week? If you are here to watch for a Cancer, you're more than welcome as a cross watcher. If you want a personal reading, all of that is down below in the description box. Everything you would need. If you see this at a different time than timestamped is meant for you when it comes to you. I heard charity work. Some of you guys are volunteering. For those of you that got a ticket, a warrant out for your arrest, or had multiple DUIs, DWIs, I feel like you are going to get off with like volunteer work. I feel like someone's going to give you some leeway here. Or you hired a good attorney. But I feel like someone's getting like a buku amount of community service. Like 400 hours community service. I feel like someone is kind of giving you a little bit of the benefit of the doubt with the situation and letting you off a little easy. Or you could be the person letting someone off a little easy. Or if you're worried about someone you're connected to and they're going before a judge, I feel like they're going to be hit with a ton of community service. I heard disparity. So it might be in a community where there's, you know, disparity, like lower socioeconomic status neighborhoods. Boys and girls club for those that lack the proper guardianship to really kind of mold themselves into a successful citizen. You know, things like that. Someone's definitely going to get community service instead of jail time. They just use the word the slammer. I'm also getting little fish takes big fish. So if someone you know was arrested for drugs or for, I heard money laundering, for something like that, where they're kind of a middleman or a lower man on the totem pole, they want you to rat out the big fish. They want you to, you know, get a little bit of a break in the judicial system or in the criminal justice system to rat out the big guy. Something kind of feels like that. Like, now they're showing me like the 1920s Italian mafia in Brooklyn and New York and all that area. I heard give me your source. But anyway, a lot of community service for those that are worried about somebody in the court system. We have the 9 of Cups. I love that. That's a really good vibe. A lot of the Cancers I'm picking up on are very happy. So you could be happy with that outcome. Like, oh my God, thank God I only got, 400 hours of community service and not, 40 days in jail or 4 years in the slammer. Whatever it is. I feel like you're in a really good spot. You feel really good about yourself this week. Very confident. We have the Hermit card. A lot of you guys are keeping to yourself this week. This is Virgo energy, so you could be dealing with a Virgo or have Virgo in your chart. But I feel like a lot of you guys are keeping to yourself this week. You're not giving a lot of your energy out. I feel like you're very selective this week on who you talk to, who you give your energy out to, who you let into your life, who you give the time of day to. I'm really drawn to this star on the Hermit card here. I feel like you're in such a good spot, Cancer. And you've created such a good energetic boundary for yourself that you're not just going to talk to just anybody. And not saying you're better than anybody, not saying you're more superior than anybody, not saying any of that. No, not uppity, not have your nose turned up, not on a pedestal or anything. But you have boundaries with your energy. You're not just going to pour into anyone. No one's just going to take from you, siphon your energy, use you, nothing like that. You're very selective this week on who gets your time. I heard respect my time. You might be really busy, so you respect your time and you respect others' times. And I'm just getting a lot of boundaries with where you give your time, your energy, and your effort to this week. And you're using your wisdom on that. A lot of you guys could be withholding from a Virgo, putting up boundaries with a Virgo. We have the moon. There you are, my Cancer friends. We have the Three of Cups. I like that. That's a good vibe. And the Wheel of Fortune. And then the Three of Cups. Interesting. We have 3-3 here. Definitely could be an angel number for you for this week. You can look that up on Joanne Scribe. She gives really good descriptions on angel numbers. I feel like some of you guys are going to be celebrating some type of good fortune out of a period of misfortune. And I do feel like other people are celebrating this with you. They're happy for you. They're accommodating you. They're celebrating you. They're supporting you. I feel like, Cancer, you're very supported right now at this time. You have a good community around you. You have family. You have friends. You have people you work with. Whatever it is, you have a lot of people supporting you at this time. And the wheel is in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune, you're sitting on top of it. Now, we all take turns on top of the wheel. We all take turns on the bottom of the wheel. When you're on the bottom of the wheel, it really determines your ride up and how well your ride is on top. How you handle yourself on the bottom. It's when you're in your darkest moments. How do you handle yourself when you're at the shit bottom, right? Are you angry? Are you mean? Are you bitter? Do you lash out? Are you evil to people? Are you a bad friend? You know, how do you treat people when you're on the bottom? You're on the top and people are happy you are. That means you treat people right at all times. And with the Moon card here, I feel like some of you guys have been suffering in silence. You've been going through it. You've been going through it. But you come out stronger because you went through it. We have to feel to heal. We can't mask our emotions. We can't shove them under the rug. We can't act like they don't exist. We can't numb ourselves off to it. I feel like some of you guys have been suffering a little bit. You've gone through some pain. Some of you guys, it was a health thing. The Three of Swords can represent health, mental health, physical health. You've been going through a period of mental pain. Things you can't let go of, ruminating thoughts. Some of you guys have been, trying to grasp the fact that you've been diagnosed with something. Some of you guys are trying to get a hold of your mental health. But you've come out of it. You've taken that break. You've taken that time to heal. And you guys are coming out of it. And your friends, your coworkers, your family are happy for you. They're happy that you're back on top of the wheel. I feel like a lot of you guys may have taken a break kind of from the world a little bit. You kind of pushed people away, pulled away from people, and it was simply because you were going through something. So the Hermit card here could definitely mean doctors. Some of you guys have had doctor's appointments. I am getting a cancer diagnosis. So someone's been going through their cancer diagnosis, possibly surgery, chemo, radiation, and you've been fully supported at this time. And I feel like you're either going to ring that bell, with yourself being in remission, or you're coming out of this hermit phase. You're coming out of this phase of isolation. You're ready to rejoin society. You're ready to go have fun again. You're ready to live life again. You've discovered yourself. Guys, we have to go into the dark to find the light. We have to. You just don't walk around happy, confident, emotionally mature, have boundaries, know what you want, and not settle. We don't get there unless we go through the darkness. It's called the dark night of the soul, a depression, negativity, and fighting our way through it. You rediscover who you truly are at your core when you go through things that sweep you off your feet and make you hit your ass. That's just how it works. I feel like some of you guys went through a period where the rug was taken out from underneath you and you hit the ground. Your ass hit the ground. And you're like, okay, I'm sitting here on the ground. Now, how do I get back up? How do I get myself back up? You rediscovered who you are. You rediscovered your strength. You found a lot of personal boundaries in doing so. Maybe some things that did kick you on your ass, right? Maybe you were an overgiver. Maybe you were a people pleaser. Maybe you gave more of yourself to others than you did to yourself. Maybe you gave into other people's dreams more than to your own dreams. This is about loving yourself and putting yourself first, because you can't pour from an empty cup. Some of you guys were pouring from an empty cup and you had to take a break because something happened where your life was affected, where you were affected, where you were burnt out, where you hit rock bottom. But now you're coming out of that. You're very supported. I heard respected. You're very supported and respected by the people around you, and they're happy you're doing well. I saw this video the other day of Selena Gomez, and she was crying, and she said, my friends have loved me through a lot of things. and they saw I was going through a lot of pain, and they did not want that for me. And that's what I'm getting here. The people that are in your life, Cancer, don't want that for you. Now, there's a lot of situations where people do feel better when other people hit rock bottom. There's a lot of situations where other people feel better about themselves when other people fail. But what I'm getting here is, I heard Sabrina. Your name could be Sabrina. But what I'm getting here, it's a lot of people were not happy when you hit rock bottom. We're not happy when you're diagnosed with that. We're not happy when your heart was broken. We're not happy when you're going through that mental health crisis. The people in your life are not happy to watch you go through that. They're happy to watch you come out of it. And that is rare in a lot of ways, because naturally as human beings, there's this comparison game we go through where it's like, well, at least I'm more better off than that. At least that didn't happen to me. But I'm getting the people in your life were feeling and hurting for you just as much as you were hurting for yourself, because they didn't want that for you. You have a lot of really good, loving, supportive people around you that are happy that you're back on top and that you came out of this on the other side, and you were alone with what you're going through, because, you know, our life's journey is our life's journey. We can't, you know, we only go through it alone, no matter if you're married, if you have a significant other, if your parents are still around, if you got a good group of friends, if you got a supportive work environment. It doesn't matter. You go through things alone. This was your journey. Just like, you know, that Selena Gomez video. Her friends didn't want her to go through that pain. They knew she had to go through it, so they just supported her through it till she got out of it. And that's the energy I'm getting here. You're coming out on the other side, and you're healthy again, or you're in a better place emotionally because you took the time to heal from something that swept the rug out from underneath of you. Now we have Cancer, we have Virgo, and this is all the zodiac signs. So this very well could be you, Cancer. You went through a hard period. People are happy to see you coming out of that. People are happy to see you smiling again. People are happy to see you not in pain anymore. People are happy that you're in remission. People are happy that, you know, the depression is fading. People are happy that the sun's coming back out and the stormy clouds are going away. People are happy for you that you found happiness in a dark place. Mic drop. Anything else for my Cancer? The World card. You've traveled some type of hard road. Some of you guys, again, I'm getting a health diagnosis here. Something shifted in your life. I mean, the rug was totally pulled out from underneath you, and it was painful. This change in your life was painful, and it feels permanent. So whatever you went through, the pain changed you permanently, but you evolved into a better version of yourself through the pain that you went through. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is a choice. And I feel like you knew that with whatever situation you're going through. And even if you did suffer, you weren't totally suffering in silence, because you were seen by the people that didn't want you suffering in the first place. This is really sweet. I really love this reading. It's very sweet. I like it. I heard camaraderie. It's just such a sweet energy. Like, there's just people that really hated seeing you go through this. And they didn't want it for you. They didn't want to see you go through this at all. For those of you that went through any mental health, your people, your friends, your family, your coworkers picked up on it. There was people that saw your struggle. They saw you struggling. I'm also getting postpartum. Some of you guys, I feel like this wasn't your first child. I feel like this was like a second, third, or fourth, I heard sixth child possibly. And you went through some postpartum, and people probably thought you were good, you were okay. But there was some people that saw the changes, small changes. And they were secretly supporting you. This was really sweet. Okay, let's get an animal oracle card. People truly do love you, Cancer. Not everybody likes it when other people hit rock bottom. Not everybody likes when other people fail. Of course, there's a lot of people that do, but there are some people surrounding you that didn't want what happened to you to happen to you. I heard suffered alongside you. We have cat, independent. INDPENDENT. Do you know what that means? I get into that song. You are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. You've been very supported. Again, this was an independent journey. This was a journey you took on your own. If you go through anything with mental health, if you go through anything with physical health, if you go through anything with life change, anything like that, it is a personal journey. But you were very supported by people around you. And they're happy that you're coming out of the phase, of the time period, of the sickness, of the healing process that you were in. But I love you, Cancer. I wish you the very, very best. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell on the side. It will alert you when more readings are posted. Go down below, follow the link. Everything you need for personal reading is there. And I love you guys. Be kind to people this week. Drink your water and have a good week, Cancer.